that is dead.
Dear blade.
Harleen Quinzel.
Why did you say that name?
We can't save everyone in this war. It's not what we came here to do.
But it's what I'm going to do.
So hi, welcome to Binge Buddies Hall of Just Us. Here we are again, at least for Matt and I, to talk about a movie that we've talked about before, and we said we'd probably never do this again, but we're gonna do it again. But so yeah, you know, we're all super excited about it here. The people excited about it are me, Matt, Zombie Dog, Orion Dykes.
Orion or Orion?
Orion, sorry, my bad.
Okay. It's like I'm just like Orion is in like an Irish name, like oh.
No, just Orion. And I'm guessing you don't know that character.
No, he sounds like a villain.
I don't believe they're a villain. I guess I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Hold on, double checking. It's a Lantian character, so they're from Aquaman world, and then my computer stopped giving me info after that. So that's the end of that bit. We also have Ryan Black Orchid Lutens.
Why am I here?
The Black Orchid.
I mean, that sounds like a serial killer name.
Mystical eco hero with a cult following.
Well, at least I got
/ serial killer.
And then everyone's favorite, Joel Captain Carrot DeWitt.
Nutritious and delicious. Great.
That actually is a pretty close to a Captain Carrot line. Like,
Of course it is.
like if you don't know who Captain Carrot is, he's basically like an alternate version of Superman, but like as Bugs Bunny. Like
Okay.
But it's not
All right.
Bugs Bunny. It's Captain Carrot. He is his own thing.
Is his arch nemesis the Condiment King?
No, but it would work. Oh man. Yeah. So I have a list of these characters now. I'm gonna be going off this list for a while. This one should actually at least hold. We'll see how I do. We got a lot of these movies to get through still, and some of them are good. Today,
By some, you mean two, right?
no, there's more than two. We've already talked about two good ones, and we still have more to talk about. So there's gonna be more good ones. The next week is a good one.
Next week's good.
We got a 4-hour movie in our future. That's a good one. We got a movie about a kid who's kind of big, but with superheroes. Ends of our thing. That's a good one. We got a lot of good ones. We only have one truly awful one to talk about, and that's in a... All right, no. We got two truly awful ones. Yeah. Man, I always forget, because I think about Justice League, and I'm like, oh, Justice League's a good movie. They fixed it. I'm like, oh, yeah, but we're doing both. Right. Shit.
And next week, or the next 2 weeks, we have a bad one and a good one, because it's Justice League, and I forget what or Suicide Squad, and then it's Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, we got Wonder Woman next week, so that's good. Wonder Woman's good, and then we've got
And we're doing Suicide Squad today. Did you watch the right film, Ryan?
I did. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad's still coming up. That's a good one. You know, there's good movies.
That's a phenomenal film.
Yeah,
to
that's
be
one of
fair.
my favorite. That's one.
That
of my
is
absolute
so
favorite
much
comic
fun.
movies. That's a really good one.
But here we are talking about this.
The plain old regular Suicide Squad, the one
Not
that made
just Suicide.
the plain old regular Suicide Squad. Did I say the? Okay, we're gonna call this one. What is it? 26? No,
2016.
2016. Yeah, we'll call it 2016 then. Wow, this movie's 10 years old. That's
Yeah. Just call it the not Aya cut.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly can't call it the Ayer cut, because that is not what this is. But we are gonna watch the trailer for the Ayer cut, so that's what we're gonna start with, and we'll talk over this thing because it's different. Like everything in this trailer, I think makes the movie, but let's find out. There we go.
I remember reading something that like all the stuff that's in the trailer was, even if it's in the film, it was actually reshot. Like the Joker's stuff was reshot.
I mean, that
A
one
lot
surprised
of
me.
it.
Apparently, the Joker version from the air is way more serious.
Taking some work, but I finally have them. The worst of the worst.
The thing is, though, like you look at this and it's like the cast is pretty spectacular. You got Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. You got Joel Kinnaman, who's a phenomenal actor. Who, like, granted, at this point he hadn't really had a big sort of like hit on his hands. And then you've got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which is just
Phenomenal casting.
genius.
Yep.
And then you've got Cara Delevingne was pretty hot.
Yeah, she's not bad for. She's not a bad pick for Enchantress. Whatever the fuck version of Enchantress this is beyond me, but
Boy, think can do some good.
yeah.
Bad guys.
Will
But even,
Smith as well.
Will
Like
Smith, I don't. Will Smith has a good idea. I think he drags this movie down quite a bit. Like I used to really like him in this movie, and now every time I watch it, I like him less.
Will Smith.
yeah, he just plays himself. He's like Tom Cruise in that
Yeah.
respect. A lot of films he just plays himself.
This movie, like this trailer, already feels so different than the movie that
Yeah.
we're talking about today.
It just feels about like more serious and dramatic.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's very obvious from the get-go of the film where like this is just there's so many contrasting tones going on here because you'll just have like a cut in funny line or something that just seems to come out of nowhere as well.
Well, and it usually looks like it comes out of nowhere too. Like when it happens, they're usually on some version of green screen, it's some medium shot, and there's no one else around them, and it's like it just punches them on somebody. They give a quip, and then it goes away, and it's like, what is happening here?
Like all the stuff with the guard.
We're the patsies.
I forget his name, but like
Some kind of suicide
all of his
squad.
stuff, like all of the lines he has, just feel like, oh, we've shot all this thing, there's this scene, and then we'll just insert that, him saying something like that, like him reacting to that in this comedic way. It just feels really off.
Like this trailer is so different. I still want to see this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there are stretches where it tries to play it serious in a way that is very dissonant from some of the visual style that they try to go for too. It almost feels like two separate movies because there's so much of that visual flair and wackiness in the first half, and then the second half it gets.
Know what they say about the crazy ones?
It gets bad. It just gets bad.
That's a way to put it.
But like,
I'm not gonna kill you.
this is such a good trailer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I'm just gonna hurt
if I would have ever
Really?
greenlit this Suicide Squad, but since they made it, it would be cool to see it.
Yeah. And isn't that as well like when they came to recut it, they're like, oh, let's just get the people who cut that trailer to do the editing.
I think
Which
that
is
was the
why it
original
feels
idea.
like about 50,000 music videos just stitched together.
From what I understand, I know a little bit behind the scenes on this one that I can't go too much into. But there is, from what I understand, that was the original plan. But there's a company called Trailer Park that cut that original trailer, and people loved it. But Trailer Park cuts trailers, as in their title.
Yeah.
So they might have had some say in it, but I don't know the specifics beyond that. But Trailer Park does good work. Like they make fun, good trailers. So like if you want a good trailer, like and you can spend the amount of money it takes for Trailer Park, then I'm assuming they're still around and didn't die. Like I've not worked in that version of Post in a long time. But when they were around, they were good at what they did. And clearly, like if that was that trailer, and if I'm correct, and that is the Trailer Park trailer, which I didn't do any research because I'm a podcaster. We don't do research. We just spat out things and say we're right. But if that is the correct one, great trailer, and the people who made it did a fucking phenomenal job.
It's just a weird decision to make, though. Like, because like cutting a trailer and cutting a film is two very different things. That'd be like hiring a wedding photographer to go to like a war zone or something and shoot like war zone photography.
I mean,
like they're going, oh, just get a bit close together. Put your arms. Oh, really? Put your arms around it. Like, no,
take
don't
your
let your head
glasses off. There's a
explode.
glare. No, glasses off. I can't see your eyes. So every single wedding photographer has told me that.
Put your skull back together. I can't deal with it with an exploded head. Like
No, nobody wants to see your brain, sweetheart.
So for those curious, the Trailer Park group, it does still exist. One of the most recent things they did was for Witcher Season 4. So
Wow. Okay. I didn't watch that trailer, but I bet it's a good trailer, even though I'm not going to watch that show.
I'm just like finding out that there was a Witcher season 4. I'm just finding out there was a Witcher season 3. I thought they ended it after 2 seasons.
No. That's Lil Hems came in when Cavill went out, and then it's Liam Hemsworth now.
That's what he should go by, Lil Hems.
I've been saying that for years. I don't know why he's not taking me up on it. Because he should be Lil Hems and Chris Hems should be Big Hems, and they should do like a
Buddy
a road trip comedy.
Isn't there? There's a third one as well, isn't there? Who's like older than all?
Yeah, Larry Hemsworth. Nobody gives a fuck about Larry.
No, there was the other one who was in Westworld, who wasn't Larry Hemsworth. I know the reference. Like,
that's all that matters. Moving on.
I didn't know they had a Baldwin-sized family.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Kind of like
they're like the Australian Baldwins.
Yeah, and then there's like the Skarsgårds, where there's like way more Skarsgårds than you'd expect.
Yep.
Well, there's Peter, Alexander. What's the
How
other
can
one?
I
The
get
one who was
Matt
in.
to stop it?
Do your thing, cuz.
I know it's telling you to continue doing what you're doing, but I know
Yeah,
it's telling
like-
you to stop.
Gustav.
Gustav Skarsgård?
I think no, he played Gustav in Vikings, but that guy.
I was like,
No,
Gustav
the one
Skarsgård, that's a
I'm
hell
thinking
a
of. Trying to think of the one who was in John Wick. Bill Skarsgård as well.
You mean Pennywise?
name.
Yeah.
Pennywise. All right, so let's start with Suicide Squad.
And then the dad's
We're
dead.
clearly trying to avoid Suicide Squad, so let's get into it.
You think we're talking about
I
different
like what we're
families acting?
We have talked about this movie before on a different show, so we have covered this thing. So this might be a little bit more scattershot than our normal reviews. I know Ryan and Joel were not on that episode, so we will still do the best we can to go through this thing as chronologically as we can. But at the same time, the movie doesn't go chronological, which is a terrible decision. If you look up the original cut, apparently the Ayer cut goes chronologically, which seems better to me for this story. But here we go. So the movie came out in 2016. It had a huge huge anticipation. People were really really excited for it, and then the reviews came out and people went, well, it's another DC movie, fuck, it's terrible. And no one
Right.
And I mean, no, they're wrong in the ultimate sentiment of another DC movie, therefore it's terrible. They were right that it was bad. They probably shouldn't go see it.
No, what they were right about is oh, it's another DC movie. The studios fucked with it again and made it terrible.
Yeah, like that. The Warner Brothers could not get out
Again, not wrong.
Warner Brothers really could not get out of their own way with these things.
I don't know.
They really should have as well.
Twice now and came to the same conclusion.
What was it? Was it like Guardians of the Galaxy or something that made them course correct on this one? Because oh, that's a team movie. Oh, okay, let's just make it lighter and everything. But that we didn't shoot that film. Well, let's just make it that film anyway. It's like
the funny thing is like this is just comics, like DC and Marvel to that degree of like DC going, look what Marvel's doing, I'm gonna do that. And then their books go for a long time. And then eventually Marvel goes, look what DC's doing, I'm going to do that. Then, and this exact thing happens in the movies. I mean, I know people violently disagree with me on this, but Civil War, not a great movie. And the only reason that movie exists is because they heard Batman vs. Superman's coming out. So they threw out Captain America 3 and like, we're doing Civil War and we're going to rush this fucking thing out. And that's what they did. And the movie was okay, super okay, borderline kind of bad. And I'm going to stick to that for the rest of my time. No, that's what I mean. We're only talking about how Civil War was not great for the rest of the Suicide Squad episode. But it is very comics. Like they look at each other, they try to copy each other's homework, and then everything just kind of goes to shit. The problem is that it happened really, really fast for the DC universe. It's like we have Superman. All right, let's start copying Marvel. Like fuck. But the thing that's very frustrating about specifically this movie versus the other ones, we never saw the Ayer cut. I don't know anyone who has, so I actually have no read on this. But from what we can tell, they made a good movie and then changed their mind. It might not have been a great movie. It might have been a 7 out of 10. It might have been, fine. Like David Ayer's movies are not all phenomenal. But he tries. He actually has heart in his movies and he gives it a shot. So whatever movie he made, I bet at least is better than what we got.
even if it was a bad movie, at least it would have been consistent in tone.
Yes.
And that's the big problem with this. Like, the tone is just all over the place. Like, I fucking hate the opening, like, what is it? 25 minutes
So
or something
long.
where it's literally just like, hey, there's this guy, hey, there's this woman, hey, there's this guy, hey, there's this woman, hey, there's this woman as well, and there's this guy as well, and there's this guy, and then there's this guy, and then there's these guys, and then there's this, and then there's that, and in that whole time as well, we've had like 52 different fucking songs playing.
Yep.
And I'm just like, is this someone's Spotify playlist they've just like accidentally like recorded over the fucking film?
9 different introductions.
Oh yeah, we get introduced to Deadshot and Harley Quinn twice because we have to do it once before the credits to be like, these are our 2 main characters, and then we're gonna say it's Suicide Squad. Then we're gonna introduce them again
With their
And it's
profile.
and it's like, what?
Their fancy lettering.
Yeah, and like none of that worked for me.
No.
I don't mind either one of the introductions, but like they should have been the same one. Like the Harley Quinn introduction of how she ended up in the Suicide Squad, of the Joker story, being caught by Batman throwing her in jail, like all that, like I'm good with this. Like I don't like the way it's told, but the actual story they used, it works. I hate the Joker Harley Quinn stuff in this movie. I hate it in the comics. The whole like romanticizing this abusive relationship that has been a major standpoint of DC for a long time has made me feel ick forever. It still does. And watching it being accurately portrayed in a movie of this guy torturing a girl because he's into her and her being super cool with it still makes me feel super ick. And I'm glad we have that forever immortalized in film, I guess. But
especially when you compare that to the Harley Quinn animated series, which does an amazing job of like of basically an abusee coming to the realization that she is being abused.
yeah.
And then having that sort of like revelation and properly leaving the abuser behind. Like that series does a fucking phenomenal job with that.
They eventually do that in the DCU. We'll see it in Birds of Prey, and it's actually done pretty well. But that means that director did a good job with it. Over here, in our directorless, ruddered version of every now and then we had a director on set. It's just kind of tough to watch, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I think I don't. I'm gonna throw this in reverse for a second. Let's get Jared Leto out of the way. Because Jared Leto is not a major point of this movie. He was, you can tell that he was in some version, and now he's just tacked on.
He's like screen time is like what? Less than 10 minutes in this?
It's too much.
Film? And
He's
in the original trailer more than the film, I think.
Yep.
In the 3-hour movie.
Like this, I don't even really know where to start with Jared Leto. Jared Leto to me is one of those actors who's like, you can tell he is a phenomenally talented man, but he's so fucking batshit crazy and insufferable that I don't care how talented he is. Why is he still in our stuff? Like it's just hard to watch him. Like him as the Joker on paper, I'm like, I get it. I get why you cast that fucking dude as the Joker. It makes sense to me in like a marketing standpoint. He's nuts. He's going to look good in the character. He wants to play the gangster version of Joker. He's going to be good at that. Like, and his performance follows what you'd expect for that. I still just don't like seeing Jared Leto and stuff.
It's also really weird when you hear about some of the stuff that he was doing like in character outside of the thing. Like, was it like sending like used condoms or something to
I'm
people?
not. I mean, I've heard that.
Like,
I don't know how the truth to those are. I mean,
Rats.
yeah, I heard he said Margot Robbie a dead rat the day he got the part, and it's like that's not in character. Joker wouldn't do that. He'd set a head, like a severed head. That's very Joker.
he said a live rat.
Yeah, he'd send a live rat. He'd send a box of rats. Like that's
Yeah.
Jokery, and some chattering teeth. But not. I don't know what he was thinking. But Ryan, Joel, how do you guys feel about the Leto of it all?
I think that Heath Ledger casts a long shadow that carried over, and I think Jared Leto was influenced by that because he tries his damnedest sometimes to do that sort of like slow, almost kind of not like Southern drawl, but kind of poor speech, and it's like 2 or 3 different characters he's trying to go for. Like you said, it's the gangster, it's the Heath Ledger of it all, and then God knows what other choices, and it's I don't like the writing for the character at all. It just like many times, my point of reference is Batman the Animated Series, and
yeah, he's not Mark Hamill.
He's not Mark Hamill, and I see that as kind of in the higher echelons of how he's been depicted.
Yep.
You know, he has that zany wackiness. It's a little bit of Looney Tunes, but there's that dark streak to him. And going back to him and the Harley Quinn relationship, it's abusive, but it's also within the context of a kids show. So that makes it okay, right? but no,
look, kids' abusive relationships are great.
he had no. There was no point to him here.
No,
I don't care if there was a bigger central point. Clearly, somebody realized if that's the case, that it was going to be an even worse outcome. But they should have just not included him. He doesn't serve anything for the movie whatsoever.
I think that's the problem as well. Like you said, like because they've cut out so much of the character's story, leaving him in there just seems kind of like weird. Because all of the stuff that's happening around that, because it's quite clear that what we're seeing is like little snippets of a longer storyline. Yeah. But we're missing shitloads of context, so like none of it makes any sense.
It's
and like
insecurity.
I've looked up some of this context, and like when you hear the Jared Leto Joker in full context, I'm like, that seems like a better character, and I would have rather see that. Like you have the whole like the thing they get the most shit for, and probably deservedly so, is the damaged tattoo on the forehead, which. Make fun of it all you want, it deserves it. But if you hear like where that came from and what the backstory was supposed to be, I'm like, that's the Joker. I like that. And it's supposed to be this whole backstory of Batman went fucking ham on him, beat the shit out of him to the point where they actually had to hospitalize the Joker, and he had brain damage. And he knew he had brain damage, and he knew that it's because Batman went too far, so he tattooed damage on his forehead so that whenever Batman looks at him, he knows he pushed him too far and he won a fight. That's a Joker move. That's a very Joker move. And I'm like, but with none of that context, we have stupid Joker with damage branded on his forehead. Like,
so for me,
good Charlotte. Yeah.
So
yeah.
For me, it's because of all the stuff that's cut out. I mean, there's that infamous shot of, you know, him with half his face burned.
Yep.
That we have no context for, and that should have all been in the very end. And from what you said, I feel like all we're left is a caricature of Jared doing the Joker.
Yep.
Which leads to probably the worst portrayal of the Joker, sans Joaquin Phoenix and Joker 2.
Yeah.
But that's saying something. So, I mean, you've got two people who have won an Oscar playing Joker or a version of the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And then they bring in Academy Award winner Jared Leto, and you get that. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Suicide Squad. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. I think when you say as well that we're left with a caricature, I think we're left with a caricature of a caricature. It's just there's just so
here's
little
here's
there.
Joker, here's a gangster. Two caricatures in the same body. Go.
Yeah.
It speaks to how bad his performance is that we spent probably a good half of this episode just talking about Joker, a character that is almost not in the movie at all.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a real big imprint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Joker laugh is iconic. Jack Nicholson. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Is the penguin in this movie? What the
That's what it sounds like.
No, he sounds like the fucking Mars Attacks aliens.
Yeah. That's a movie we should watch.
I just want to recut Suicide Squad now. Whenever Joker laughs, swap it out with Mars Attacks aliens.
Just to swap out all of his dialogue with the Mars Attacks aliens. Just all of it.
All right, but
imagine that I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you real bad, but with like
or he's
did a little subtitles.
Down, and instead of laying down amongst knives, he's laying down in a bunch of Martians.
Oh, we
End the
killed Matt.
episode. We're done. Cut it.
Oh my
I think
god.
we've said our piece on Joker. I think we need to start moving through this movie. Joel was right. We spent a lot of time talking about him, but it's easier just to get him out of the way. Or I guess spend the majority of the episode on him.
Talk about his bullshit to avoid the real topic at hand because it's so nice just to sit here and.
Well, because the problem is he's an easy target. He fucked up, like, or not necessarily Jared Leto, although it's easy to take shots at Jared Leto. The movie fucked him over, so that's an easy like. This doesn't.
You want to know who the movie fucked over? Adam Beach.
Oh my god.
Let's get him in for 1 second and just have him be a sacrificial lamb.
I could be wrong, but I believe Slipknot is the first person to die in the first Suicide Squad comic.
I think he is. I vaguely remember, like, we discussed this last time we recorded, and I think it's like, so the whole joke of, like, having him in, like, anyone who's, like, read any of the Suicide Squad things knows that, they know that someone's gonna die straight away, because that's, like, the whole running gag through it. But then anyone who's, like, really kind of read them knows that Slipknot's the first one to go.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny though is I love the tee up because when they're describing him, can get out of any situation, and then to leave Captain Boomerang to sit there and plant seeds. Brian, he just nudges him on and says,
Do your thing, cuz.
instant head explosion. It was good. It was a nice sequence, but man, to have Adam Beach, who's a good actor, for like 3 seconds is not worth it. Get some Joe Blow nobody be like, all right, you're gonna be in this movie, you're gonna be in it.
But I mean, I get hiring Adam Beach though, because if you don't hire Adam Beach and you hire some nobody, people are like, well, he's a red shirt. You hire Adam Beach, it's like, oh, here's a character. It's like, oh nope, he was a red shirt.
And is it like one of those things where, as well, where you have like, oh, let's bring him in, like, you know, you come in, you do a couple of days shooting, and you have a bit of fun, then you get to go. Like, you know, we've seen that in films before, where that, like, you know, people have like basically like cameo appearances because like they know the director, or they just want to have a bit of fun doing something. Like I kind of like that, and I don't mind. I don't have a problem with like bringing in like a big, like, you know, like Deadpool 2 with Brad Pitt. Like it's literally like one shot.
But this one's more than that. But yeah,
I know, but like it's that thing. Like I don't mind when they do stuff like that, because it's, you know, at the end of the day, you look at it, go, if you have no idea about the Suicide Squad, you're like, Adam, he's a pretty decent actor. I wonder how far he'll make it. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, like then James Gunn and the Suicide Squad like quadruple downs on that. Like fucking murder everyone. But it's the same sort of idea, and like mentioning the Suicide Squad, it is remarkable, like, for how panned this movie is by fans and critics and everyone. How much of it stuck in the later movie, like the Joel Kinnaman speech, if you do this, you die. You do this, you die, is in both movies.
Yeah.
Like the more I watch this one, I haven't watched this one in a long time. I'm like, the Suicide Squad is a sequel. Like as much as they're like, no, it's a reboot. That is just a straight up sequel to this movie. It's a much better film. But it
has anyone ever said that it's a reboot though? Because like,
I think Warner Brothers did.
I mean, it's quite clear that it's not though, because like you've got the same person as Rick Flag, the same person as Harley Quinn. You've got Boomerang coming back as well. You've got so many of these characters coming back.
Here now that we've all watched this movie, what do we think of Boomerang? Because he's barely in the Suicide Squad.
I love Boomerang.
I like him.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm not a huge Jai Courtney, right? That's
yeah.
For some reason
But this is the point, I think, where he started to get a handle on what he could do. Yeah. You know, we're past the point of like we're gonna shove him into everything to try and make him an action star.
Yep.
Let's put him in a Die Hard film. Let's put him in a Terminator film. He doesn't fit in either of those roles at all. He's got no chemistry with any of the characters, really.
Yep.
But then we get to this, and it's like, oh, this is what he like. So he's got some comedic chops.
He's funny. Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like he was the only, in my opinion, he was the only one who was able to match the reshoot energy and the original energy, where he didn't feel like a wildly different character from time to time. Beyond when he had to hold his fucking pink unicorn thing that they just
he brought the wildly eye crazy, and you sensed it every time he was on screen.
Yeah, and like so. He's harder to tell when there's reshoots. Like when you get to like Harley Quinn, which we'll talk about in a minute, like it's very obvious when it's the David Ayer version and then the studio version, like because she's totally different characters. Jai Courtney stayed pretty consistent amongst the reshoots. Like he was pretty good. He doesn't have a lot to do emotionally wise, plot wise, but like he works, and he was like, I've liked Jai Courtney ever since. When he pops up in movies, I'm like, hey, Jai Courtney. Like, where I used to have like, fuck, Jai Courtney. Like,
and I think it's that thing though, isn't it? It's like he's figured out what works for him, like what kind of things he can do. So he's no longer in that sort of that point of his career where he's basically been like pulled from like pillar to post of like, oh, you're gonna be in this film, or you're gonna be in this film now, you're gonna be in this. Now he's kind of like, well, no, that's not the kind of thing that I want to do, or I'm really good at. I'm gonna go and do this instead.
Yeah, like he would fit in a Fast and Furious movie. Like he would fit that vibe, and he'd do a good job. We only have one of those left, and apparently they're gonna CGI Paul Walker into it. So I guess that franchise is dead.
Speaking of CGI, let's talk about a movie that has some shitty ass CGI. Oh wait,
there's so much bad CGI in this movie.
Yeah,
and like terrible.
Every time they're on a rooftop, it's like, oh my god.
Every time those bulbous creatures come, I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Just you have someone who is working on Killer Croc that won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Working on Killer Croc. Just do the bad guy zombies. It's fine. Spend the extra money.
Like,
well, that's the problem. They spent all the money on Killer Croc.
All the money.
Like they did all the makeup budget on Killer Croc.
So since I'm not working there anymore, and my NDA I think doesn't hold, I didn't see anything I wasn't supposed. So I can talk about this much. I was on the Paramount lot when they were doing reshoots, and I got to see Killer Croc in person. Fuck, man, like that makeup is so good. Like
I don't.
It was wild seeing him. It's like, wow, they absolutely crushed this. Like when I saw this was up for an Academy Award and people were making fun of it, I'm like, no. Like I saw it. Like that is that good. And then like even like seeing like Margot Robbie run around as Harley Quinn, like it's like the hair and makeup and costumes in this movie were fucking on point. They did not know what shitty movie they were making. Like they showed up
to for costume, but hair and makeup I can see.
Oh, and that's the thing as well. It's like, what's wrong with costumes in this one? Costumes are fine. Like they did a good job. I mean, the Harley Quinn one's a little ridiculous, but I mean, that's Harley Quinn. I mean,
was it Joel says? Do you reckon Margot Robbie was cold shooting this?
Yeah, half her ass is hanging out of her shorts the entire movie. You bet she's cold. I know when I was a teenager, I'd be like, "This is awesome," and now as like a dad, I'm like, put some clothes on.
With
underwear.
Killer Croc, I like that the makeup held up in water. I like that it held up in his full range of motion. But
the character is worthless, but yeah, he looks great.
Worthless. The physicality that the actor brought, fine, but everything else was terrible.
I mean, even the bit that like should have been like, this is Killer Croc's moment. He goes underwater. What does he actually do?
Yeah,
none.
He swims around a bit, and then some Navy SEALs come in.
What I like about that is it shows him crawling in. I'm like, all right, yeah, look at that makeup move, and then it goes to the CGI of him swimming away. I'm like, ruined.
Yep, yeah. But I also just like that entire sequence of like, so I'm going with you. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. And then he just goes in, and it's like, okay,
I live underground.
But what are you doing? And it's like nothing.
He's just saying that like, go on, go kill yourself with a bomb. I'm just gonna watch you.
He's gonna swim. He's like, bye, Scott Eastwood. You sucked in this movie.
I'm gonna be the diversion for the Last of Us type monsters.
Like, oh man.
You want to talk about a waste of a villain? Enchantress and her brother. What a god awful plot point to have the suicide plot going.
I will give the movie this.
No.
Bold to do a sky beam in Act 1.
They don't even explain. I didn't even know it was a call to sky beam. I had no idea. Until you just said it.
I mean, there's just a sky beam. I mean, we've done them in Avengers, we've done them in Suicide Squad. We used to do sky beams for every movie. Like, that's a bad guy. I don't know. Shoot a laser into the sky for it's evil.
All we said was machine, and I'm sitting here wondering, what does this machine do? And
we still don't know.
Why is it taking so long for this machine to do it?
Yeah, what machine as well? Like, from what I could see, it was just a bunch of shit floating around in a circle.
Is she terraforming? Because
we don't know.
Bad at it.
We have no idea, but we know that she's going to look great while doing it, and she's going to hip dance at it.
I know. Like, let's use "look great" very loosely here, because that weird dancing she was doing, like
that CG.
That was, I don't know. That's what I was going to say. Like, it's just
fucking awful. The waves blowing behind her.
You You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Jim Carrey in A Christmas Carol when he was the Christmas present.
I never made it that far, but
yeah. He does a little shimmy like that. It's very weird.
Is that the candle flickering?
Yes.
Oh wait, I did remember
Christ.
that one. Okay, yeah, that the candle's what made me quit.
Also, can I also like ask a question? Like,
yes, we still hate Christmas Carol.
yeah, well, I know we do, but like, so the whole plot revolves around they have to go in, they have to go to this building, they have to secure everyone.
No,
and then a helicopter lands on the roof. Like, why did they just send the helicopter? Like,
that is correct.
What is the fucking point of them going through the village to just have a helicopter land on the roof when they could have just gone up there themselves? Like,
apparently that hallway was super fucking dangerous. Like,
there was no one there in the hallway.
Well, there were those guys. They fought their way up there, so there were still some in the building.
Yeah, up. They didn't fight their way to the roof.
I'm grasping at straws on this one. Like this was a.
And then, by the way, like the helicopter takes off, and then what does it do? It goes down, and then gets taken out of the sky. Of course it does. Like, I mean, the pilot nearly crashed.
Yeah,
helicopters can fly up, right? Like they go up usually.
But it was a cool looking shot with the flares coming out.
It was terrible CGI. Like, wasn't a cool looking shot.
Brian.
Real cool.
This movie is the third act, and we've said this, or we said it in our group chat. The third act of this movie falls off the rails in spectacular fashion.
Yes, it does. But before we get to the third act, let's finish talking about
that in the original Aya cut as well? Was that the whole point?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no, like if it was, then that was also bad. But I want to finish talking about the Parable just a little bit because we never got to Harley. And we're going to talk about Harley a lot throughout the DCU because she's like the character that's stuck. Harley in this movie, still fucking good. Like watching this movie, like when we have those things, like we talked about, like why this movie's tough to talk about because there are things that work and are pretty good. The headline for me is Margot Robbie. Like she crushes this character. Like you can see why people were obsessed with it. And like her inconsistency amongst versions within the movie between David Ayer and then the studio cut, it's wild. Like we're gonna get to that sequence where, because like that's where I want to move into the third act is that bar sequence. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But as far as
nowhere as well.
Oh my god, that scene just does not. We'll get to it. That's our next topic.
Best scene in the film. Doesn't work in the film.
Does not work at all. It'd be a great short film.
We're gonna set her up with classic Harley Quinn equipment with the mallet. Walks in with a baseball bat.
Well, because the mallet was clearly part of the reshoot. As was the weird getting dressed in front of everybody. The over-sexualization of Harley Quinn is already kind of problematic for me as a Harley Quinn fan, but I also get it. Like, that's like fucking creepy dudes are going to creep.
It's like, oh, woman. Oh,
yep,
sexy woman. Oh.
Yep.
That's what it feels like watching that scene where she's getting dressed. It's like, you just feel like there's just like a bunch of people going, whoa. Whoa.
But also, like,
and that's funny because it's something that belongs on like a rom-com.
Yeah, like it just doesn't.
It just makes sense.
And it's like, have none of you seen an attractive woman before? Like, you just literally dumped her clothes out, including this like red satin bra. Like, okay, like I've been in many relationships. I don't want to brag, but I've been in relationships with women.
I don't want to brag, but I've been in at least 2 relationships with a real woman.
Take that, incels.
But I know. But I know enough that like if a woman is going to go out to do something physical, she's not wearing that bra. At least usually not. There'd be some sort of sports bra or something. But they just went full sexualization every single fucking chance they got in this, and it just felt ick. I mean, maybe that's what she wants to wear. You know, if that's what you do, like, go for it. That sounds great. But like just watching it, it's just like every time they do this, like stop the movie, look at Margot. It's just awkward, and like I just like it. It never worked.
It does feel like creepy studio guy going, yeah, I want to look at this sexy woman.
Yeah, it always goes back to like I always think of the Peter Jackson King Kong when Jack Black's showing his movie to the executives in the beginning, and the guy in the back was like, "Will there be boobies in it?" And Jack Black turns like, boobies? Boobies! It's like every time I see a scene like this, I think of Peter Jackson's King Kong because it's like that was just like, come on, like this is clearly a studio note of some just sweaty dude like, she's hot. I saw Wolf of Wall Street. It's like,
why does that movie have anything to do with it, Brian?
You know why, and we're moving on.
So what about this bar scene?
So yes, so we move into this third act by having the great reveal that Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag was having a relationship with Enchantress before this happened, and somehow that makes the Suicide Squad no longer want to be a part of this mission, even though by bailing it means all their heads are going to get blown off. Moment doesn't work for me in the slightest, but then we get the bar sequence. The bar sequence, as far as I understand it, is the most unchanged sequence from the original film. It pretty much
the bar they walk into from the outside is not the bar
but
that
I
they
don't
go
give a
into.
fuck about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, it's because it's not like just a small difference. Though. Like they walk into what looks like a classy place, and the interior is like a fucking dive bar.
I mean,
or
I have
something.
news for you, Matt. You know the outside of the bar in Patty's Pub, and If It's Always Sunny is not the same.
No,
as the bar
I know
they walk
it's not.
into.
I know, but it's like
Outside of Cheers,
contextually.
not the same as Cheers.
Contextually, though, they look like they would be the same building.
Okay.
This looks totally fucking different. So it's obvious, like a reshoot. Like, oh well, we'll just. Oh, they're next to a bar. Well, we just have to. Well, I'm going for a drink to walk in, and it's like, right, we can use that scene because that's a really good scene. It's like, fucking hell.
I get that.
Like,
Yeah.
We're picking nits a little bit.
Yeah, that one's like, well, there's plenty of shit to actually shit on in this movie.
Haven't we been doing that?
It's just another example of like the lazy reshooting aspect of it, though. Like it's just so much of that throughout the whole film. I'm just like, oh, we'll just reshoot this and whoa, we'll see what happens. Like, fuck's sake, has there ever been a film that's been reshot that's actually come out better?
I'm sure there's one. Not off the top of my head.
This is between you guys.
I was not prepared for the question. I'll think of it. I'll have one by next episode. I'm guessing. I honestly have no idea. But anyhow, Justice League, right? Justice League.
You shut your whole mouth.
You haven't even seen the bad one, have you?
No, I haven't, and I thought I'd be able to go through life having not experienced that, and then you come along and go.
I have a strong feeling you're not going to finish it, and that's fine. It's okay.
I mean, I'm gonna have to finish it because we're recording a
scene.
podcast on it.
Bar scene. Let's talk about the bar scene. So this bar scene, from what I understand, and I could be entirely wrong here, please let me know, that this one stayed remarkably close to what they originally shot. And mostly of that is because the one thing that David Ayer would not give up was Diablo's story. Because he's like, this is like the best story I shot for this movie. Like his whole motivation of why he's not fighting, why we have no action with him, and why he doesn't want to do this is part of this sequence. And I think it works. Like I like the Diablo story. It comes out of left field. It doesn't really fit with the rest of the movie, but it's heart wrenching. Like it's tough to watch. That actor.
It's one of those tonal
shit
shifts. It's one of the big tonal shifts in the film as well, because you go from like it's I think it's the biggest, to be honest. Like because you have this kind of film that's tonally a bit all over the place with like, you know, really sort of like wacky comedy moments and then some like serious drama stuff. But then you get this, which is like really fucking serious, really sort of like down in the sort of like the dirt kind of like, oh god, I feel like shit kind of like serious drama.
Yeah.
And it just like that's, I think it's such a tonal whiplash.
Yeah.
Like the biggest tonal whiplash I think in the whole film. But I do like it. I think the guy who plays Diablo does a phenomenal job.
So good.
I was just gonna say, like, he's the only guy that really understood. You know, we talked about how Jai Courtney kept the crazy and kept that going. This guy was so stoic the whole way through.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yep.
There's something about how throughout the entire movie, everybody's sort of ragging on him for not doing anything or helping anybody out. And I think that's part of why that tonal shift works, because there's a lot of tonal shifts here that seem to make no sense. But his whole arc that mostly takes place in the last third was a pretty bright spot in a pretty dark place.
And like even like they lose me a little bit when he goes full like, you know, almost like Aztec god, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that didn't really work for me. Jay Hernandez is the name, by the way. We keep saying the actor.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's not my favorite. But that also goes into what we've been kind of talking about, is like the third act just completely falls apart. But this is kind of the kickoff of that, because the tone here does not match what we get throughout the rest of the film. at all. Like this has that very awkward Margot Robbie line of like the own that shit when she's talking about like killing his kids. Like that just didn't feel like Harley to me. Like I get that Harley would not be pro killing kids, but the whole like shaming him for it. Not saying he shouldn't be. Don't murder your wife and kids, fuckface. But it just didn't feel Harley Quinn. Like if Deadshot had said it, I think I would have bought it more because Deadshot had just done that whole like I don't kill women and children things, and then Diablo's like, well, I do, and I did. Like that would have worked more for me than it coming from Harley.
Yeah.
It also like doesn't match with like the Harley Quinn we've seen throughout the film so far as well. Like it just suddenly becomes super serious, like for like no reason.
She's become like Kylo Ren in Star Wars when he's being like kill the past or whatever it was. Yeah. It doesn't befit the character whatsoever. It's too dark, too cruel, mean-spirited, and she's dark and twisted, but in a lighthearted and funny way.
She's the type who'd be making a very uncomfortable or awkward joke at that moment, not shaming. Like I didn't see like Harley Quinn doing like, well, I guess you don't have to buy any more Christmas presents at least. Like just something like very
almost trying to console them, but very ill-advised. Yeah, like the whole own that shit. Like that line just never worked for me ever. And it's not up to like I'm not blaming Margot on that one. Not that she's listening and getting mad at me. But like I don't think that was her fault. I think it was just a bad approach on an otherwise pretty good scene, with the exception of Killer Croc. I do like his line in that scene. Like, we're all ugly. We're all villains. Not me, baby. I'm beautiful.
He says Shorty.
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 How dare I misquote this movie?
I think that's the thing. We're looking at it. We're looking at this scene, like, which is clearly from a different film.
Yeah,
because the tone like in this is just
even the look is different.
Off kilter. The look is different. Everything about this scene is just so different from what everything else we've seen up to this point. So we're trying to judge it based on that, but it's obvious that when they shot that, the stuff that's happened up to that point was not what we've just seen as well. So maybe it worked better in the original version with Harley Quinn, the own it stuff there. Maybe there was some other sort of realization she had of like, she has to own her crazy or something like that. Well, then that's where it's coming from. Who fucking knows? Like, but yeah, it doesn't work in that, because like I remember like when I was watching it last, like, and she starts going like own that shit, and she's like, I'm just thinking, whoa, where did this come from? Like this, she's been so overly aggressive, like overtly aggressive.
And kind of out of place in a way, because he clearly owns it. Like, like that's why he quit fighting, so she can get mad at him. But he's like, "I'm already doing this." Okay, done. Like, why do you think I gave everything? I live in a tube.
Yeah.
What do you want me to own? Like,
a smaller tube? I don't know.
I can't even stand up in the thing. I just sit there crisscross applesauce and write words with fire to communicate. What do you want from me? Like. So the two characters we have not talked about at all before we move into this third act, which we can just completely not continue not talking about, are Katana and Deadshot. Anything anybody needs to say about that before we talk about the climax of this movie? No? Great.
Will Smith being Will Smith.
I mean, he Will Smiths all over this movie. He just kind of, although he does. We're gonna get this a lot in a future film called Black Adam, where The Rock has to continually remind us that he is a bad guy. Every fucking scene, I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero. Will Smith does the same shit here, and it is so fucking annoying. Like every 5 minutes, we're bad guys. We're bad guys. We're bad guys. Like, are you like a 3-year-old playing in the backyard? Like, no, pew pew.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
Oh god, that line, like. That might be one of the worst examples of, hey, let's have them say the name of the film in the film. Like, it just feels so tacked on. Like, it's just so... It's like a trailer line that you put in the trailer, but you don't actually put in the film.
Yeah.
Like in the next movie, it works. Where it's like, oh, you mean like the Suicide Squad? We prefer Task Force X. Like, I like that works. It's like a nickname, but like the Deadshot making it, no, didn't work.
It's a line that's being played as cool. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Whereas in the second movie, it's being played as a joke. He's too tits playing sympathy too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
trying to humanize him.
Yes. He shouldn't be. And he shouldn't be sympathizable except for like a tiny sliver. Maybe you feel sympathy for the situation he's stuck in, but
they do a good job selling it with like him and his daughter getting caught by Batman. Like there's something. Okay, there's something you can do this, but you also know he's a fucking hitman. Like even his daughter calls him out on it. Like I know you kill people.
That's also the
Rick Flag says you're a serial killer with like who takes credit cards or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's enough.
Yes.
Like we didn't need the end where they're visiting and giving his little moment of sharing time and promising that he'll be back and stuff. Throw them back in the cage. He hasn't learned anything.
No, clearly hasn't. You watch I keep comparing it, which is not fair to it, but you watch the end of The Suicide Squad when they're flying away in that helicopter. It's like these people went through some shit. Like they are all different people flying back right now. Like you can tell. This one you didn't have that. At the end of the movie, like you're going back to jail. It's like, what do you want? I want BET. Like I want an espresso machine. Like okay, you guys have learned nothing. Okay. Which is fine. I mean that also feels very Suicide Squad the book to me. Of like you did your mission, go home. Like
yeah, there's a way it works. And that can be said about a lot of things in this movie. There's a decent movie buried somewhere under the rubble of what was made
of
here.
reshoots.
Yeah,
but like I said, we don't know how good that movie would have been. It might have still just been fine, but
it might have been terrible. But at least it would have been consistent.
It would have been more. It would have been a better watching experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
it was
talk
like
about
the tone. The tone would have been way more consistent throughout. It wouldn't have just been this kind of weird mishmash of like every 5 minutes you're like, wait, where did that come from?
Watching?
Like, what's going on here? Like, what? I mean, like the sort of the zombie shootout thing. Like, you know, I love action films. Bored to
boring.
tears.
Yeah,
it's so boring.
It's real Terminator Salvation. Aggressively boring.
It's not even. It's not.
Why
just
am I
it's not
catching strays?
You're not catching strays.
You're not Terminator Salvation, are you?
I feel like it sometimes.
It's like
he's in both.
no, Jai Court is in Terminator Genesis.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But no, like it's shot poorly, it's edited poorly. The sound is just so flat and hollow in it as well. Like it's supposed to be a big action sequence, and it just falls flat. Like all of it,
but they all do.
Flat.
Like so, when we get to this end action sequence of the Suicide Squad versus Enchantress, should be a pretty cool fight because this is still doing something that we don't ever fucking see in Marvel, and it drives me nuts. If I like seeing like teams go against one big baddie, and we got that in this movie. I mean, to a degree, we still had Diablo versus her brother. I don't remember the name of that dude, but they had their fight.
No one cares.
no one cares. But they had that fight kind of like their CGI nonsense slapped a fisticuff thing. But then we had everybody else versus Enchantress, and it's like it's cool seeing them try to figure out how to work together. Like I enjoy watching those sequences. Like they're fun. And like the distraction of the bomb underwater just to get, Scott Eastwood off the playing field and whatever. Like I can ignore all that. Fucking Killer Croc just crawls out of it like, there was an explosion down there, guys. The people,
bunch of guys floating around with like the body parts were floating around. I eat them.
Anyhow, I'm full. What are we doing?
I had some nice barbecue when I was down there.
Like,
all right, even if he. The disappointing part about that is that should have also been a fun. Yes, I'm still a villain. I'm just baiting people in here to eat.
Like I would have loved to see that moment of like again going back to the Suicide Squad where King Shark shows up at the end and he's just like nomming on a head. It's just like
yeah.
What are we doing? Like if we had that moment with Killer Croc in this thing and he's just eating Scott Eastwood and like, dude, he's like, what? He died. What am I supposed to let him spoil?
So what are we doing? We wasting meat now? That's bad for the planet. That's bad for the environment.
You need a bomb in your head too, you villain. There's a fun movie in there somewhere.
But the problem as well is like
not what
like
we got.
those kind of scenes wouldn't work in this because again, it's aggressively PG-13.
It is, yeah. But like even this final fight, like I'm struggling. I want to talk about it, but I'm struggling to find anything to even talk about. Because like it's cool that they're all the Suicide Squad versus her. That's cool. I like even the emotional punch of like we need to kill her, and Joel's like, but it's my girlfriend. But also, shit, you're right. Like all of that kind of like I enjoyed all of that. I liked her using like the fact that she's possessing Joel's girlfriend against him. Like that's like I liked all of that. Like it's just not great, but I like it. In a worse movie, it'd be like, okay, so the third act is kind of okay. Next week. And but the rest of the movie made it work. This one, it's just that you have such a shitty movie leading up to it that by the time you get there and it's only okay, that you're like, why did I spend 2 hours on this for like the 15th time? I've seen this movie a lot, and it hasn't gotten better.
No.
I think I've seen this film 3 times, and it's
no, Brian.
It's still
Brian.
That's still too many though. Three times is too many.
My thing is like I like DC characters so much, and this one has a bunch of them that don't exist in live action really anywhere else. So it's like,
and you forget how bad it is.
Well, no, I just leave it on the background when I'm cleaning, and then I can just pay attention. Like when like the good scenes happen, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take a break from vacuuming for a moment. All right, it's a short moment, but I'm moving on.
I'm gonna say good scene.
Yeah. Jared
Plural.
to drown him out. Now I see how you do it.
I mean, like the Harley Quinn, like the Deadshot scene on the roof where she's like, kill her, and he does like that. I missed. Good sequence, solid scene.
Yeah.
Like it would make more sense in the Arrow version when there was a romantic relationship between Deadshot and Harley Quinn, which I'm not a huge fan of that, but that sequence would have played better. But you know, whatever. I'll take it. It's better than the nothing we get for the rest of the movie.
So do we ever think we're going to get the Ayer cut?
I don't think we're ever getting it. I mean, there was a chance, I think, around the time of the Snyder Cut coming out, but I think the fans for the Snyder Cut were just so full of piss and vinegar that even though they got the thing they wanted, Warner Brothers like, we're not dealing with you fuckers anymore. No, we're done. Like we're done releasing uncut films. So
give us Batgirl.
Yeah, it's not coming out. We're never getting that. But we are getting Coyote vs. Acme. That's coming out, I think, this summer.
Yeah.
And we got The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is a shelved movie, which they didn't talk about as much, but that was a shelved movie, and that came out. And that movie, fucking perfect.
That was fun.
I want to see Brendan Fraser as Firefly, but we're not going to.
Yeah, I would like to see that too.
But it's fine. We'll have movies like the Suicide Squad that we can shit on.
Don't shit on the Suicide Squad.
That's a good movie.
That's an amazing movie.
That will probably be one of the ones I give a thumbs up to. I'm still debating if I want to go meh with this one because it's an Oscar winner, or no, because it is such a shitty ass movie.
Why would you base your opinion on the?
I was just thinking that.
It's Ryan. He loves Oscars. We've been fighting about this for years. He hasn't budged. He's not gonna.
It's like, I can't hate the film though. It did win an Oscar. Like, well, so, for makeup, like, which yes, the makeup's great, but I don't go into a film and go, I hope the makeup's gonna be great in this.
I mean, I do when I go to against Matt's point. When I go to Terrifier movies, I'm going for the makeup.
Yeah.
Special effects makeup, and it's gory. But
I mean, it's special effects makeup. It's
still makeup. And effects. And physical effects. And, you know. I just bought a t-shirt for the movie Stream yesterday. You guys remember the movie Stream? Fucking no one ever saw that movie. It was an awesome horror movie. And the guys who did the makeup for Terrifier did the makeup in Stream. Fucking incredible movie. I went into a store and they had t-shirts for Stream. I'm like, what?
I gotta look this movie up.
I had to buy it immediately.
I thought you said Scream at first. I was like,
Scream.
I'm pretty sure people have heard of Scream, Brian. Like,
yeah,
it's a pretty famous film.
Tim Curry is in it. How am I blanking? Candyman.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd is in it. The guy who plays Art the Clown is in it. It's an awesome movie. You should absolutely watch it. It's great. I don't know why I just started talking about Stream. I just got really excited about it. I'm gonna wear that shirt later today. I'm wearing my Event Horizon shirt today.
You don't have a Suicide Squad one?
I have the Suicide Squad.
So do I.
I don't have a Suicide Squad one. And actually, I don't know if I still have my the. That one got a hole in it. I might have gotten rid of it.
I still have my the Suicide Squad one.
Oh, I love mine too. It was like, it's the Suicide Squad versus Starro. Had a big Starro on it. It was a good shirt.
Mine, I think I got, like, it was one of those pre-order the 4K Steelbook and get a T-shirt. I was like, okay, cool.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna move into quotes. I'm sure everybody has just a banger of a quote, right?
To be fair, there are some decent lines.
There are.
Ish.
And I do have a couple that I really, really do like, but I'm gonna go first. Because mine is it's just too good. It's just such a good bad line that I've never stopped laughing since the first time I heard it. So that's what I'm going with. All right, you guys ready? And I'm leaving a part of it out because it just goes on a little too long. So there's gonna be little ellipses in the middle, but don't worry about that. This is Katana. She has my back. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims. I went full method on it too.
You went full Joel Kinnaman on it.
I mean, it just goes to show you, like, when you see him actually being a really good actor, just like how done he was with like reading that line. That it's just so flat. Like his delivery of that as well. It's just like
this is Katana. It's like Saturday Night Live level, like few cards off to the corner, like here you go. Read this.
I'm speaking over loud helicopter.
Like Katana's such a cool character and just completely fucked over in this movie. All right, that was mine. I have another one, but I'll save it for the end because it's a legit one. But go ahead, Matt. What's yours?
Oh yeah, you're the fire bloke, eh? Right? Yeah. Well, look here. Woo! It's fire. Woo!
Oh, Boomerang.
I do like that, just with the like when he's got the lighter as well. It's just like. Woo!
He's such a dick. All right, Joel, you're up.
This is also in the so bad it's funny thing, but Ames, if this man shoots me, I want you to kill him, and I want you to go clear my browser history. You know, sometimes when you're watching something and it's clear that the writers are very internet brain rotted humor, that's this.
Yep.
They need to have like a normie, normal person do a pass at these and say, "Do you get this?" And I'm guessing a lot of people would have said no. And
I mean, I remember playing like Ghost Recon Wildlands, and there's like one of the little offhanded comments that your squad makes when you're about to attack like a big base thing is like clear my browser history before I die or something. It's just like that's the level of like dialogue writing we're at here. It's just like
video game writing that you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So it's not even video game writing. It's video game just like nondescript random ass like that. It's basically almost like NPC background noise. Like
not good. All right, Ryan, what's yours? From your favorite movie of all time.
I'm going to go with Will Smith being Will Smith. You might want to work on your team motivation thing. You heard of Phil Jackson? Yeah? He's the gold standard, okay? Triangle, bitch. Study.
I mean, it's such a
Phil Jackson. Like, is that...
that was going to be my next question. Is like, does Matt even know who Phil Jackson is? Like, this is such an American reference.
Who?
He was the Bulls coach when Michael Jordan was playing.
And Bulls is
Chicago Bulls basketball.
Oh, Bulls
of the 90s.
You've seen fucking
like
Space Jam. Space Jam.
Yeah.
I don't remember what fucking team that he plays for though. Like,
no, that's fine. But I said Michael Jordan. Like, you can remember that much.
Yeah, but like, didn't he also go off and play baseball at one point?
Yeah, but basketball.
Yeah, but he wasn't. The only thing he was known for baseball is how bad he was.
References in a Suicide Squad movie. That's like what the.
Dude,
I don't know.
Meet us halfway.
Dude played clutch game with the fever and 102 fever and still won.
I don't know what any of that means. What's a clutch game?
He
What's
was
fever
really
and
good.
fever?
He was really good at basketball. Like really, really good.
Okay, sports ball good.
Some argue the best of all time.
You can even go.
He's the Wayne Gretzky of basketball.
Who's Wayne Gretzky? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I know who
now.
Wayne Gretzky is.
Wayne Gretzky.
He was baseball, right?
Yep, nailed it. That's it. All right, my other.
No, I'm joking. I know.
Babe Ruth.
I know he was a darts player. It's fine.
Famous gambler Michael Jordan.
I mean, that might be true.
That
one might be.
All
right, my other quote that I'm just gonna bring up just because it was funny. Is I like it when the guard like sneaks Harley Quinn her phone. He's like, "This is from Mr. J." Blah blah blah. She's like, oh, "You're so screwed." Wait, what? I did it. I did the thing. What do you mean by that? Like, she's just like cackling, like, "Oh, you're fucked." I love like that. Might be my favorite sequence in the movie of just seeing because I love that actor. I always forget his name, but he's such a good character actor when he pops up. He was on the Mindy Project for a long time. But he's got really good comedic timing, and just seeing him just like, wait, what? No, I did the thing. I did the thing to make me not screwed. It's a good moment. All right. Well, it might not have been a good movie, but I had a good time talking about it. So we've done Suicide Squad. Up next, we have what is considered one of the best films from the DCEU. We'll see if we still agree with that. My rewatch of it was not as fond as I expected it to be. I still had a good time. I still think it's a good movie, but it fell quite a few rungs. I do not like the third act in this movie at all, and I've gone from going like, oh, it's fine, to now just going, no, it falls apart.
Place card.
Yeah, doesn't work. But the rest of the movie's good, and it's all worth talking about. So next movie is Wonder Woman. After that is where we go, fuck, and we start talking about Justice League. But we do have a good one before that. And oh man, you can tell how dreading I am of the Justice cut. I have not watched it since the Snyder cut came out, so it's just like looming large in the future thing I have to do. But first, Wonder Woman, and I'm excited to talk Wonder Woman. Anything we want to plug this week? I did a car thoughts. I'm not sure if it's out. I'm sure if I'm going to release it. I recorded it on Friday the 13th about Friday the 13th, and I just basically said stuff I've said 1,000 times on podcasts. So I might not release it. I might. Who knows?
Oh damn it! I didn't even realize it was Friday the 13th.
It was.
I always have my wife pick a number 1 through 12.
What'd she pick?
She picked 12. I had to watch the remake.
What do you mean? Had to watch?
God!
You got perfect nipple placement. That's not a bad thing.
What's oddly funny is that movie came out on February 13th of 20.
Oh, that is kind of fun.
So it was 17-year anniversary.
Nice. Wow, we got fucking old fast.
Yep.
So how time works.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I watched 6 this year for my Friday 13th.
That's
I watched
my
it.
favorite.
love 6.
That's
Yes.
my
I
favorite.
love 6.
6 is a good one.
6 is so good.
Yeah, I was gonna watch 5, but then I did the same thing you did. I didn't run random number generator 1 through 12, and I ended on 6. So I watched 6 while I was working, so it was kind of in the background. But I had to watch something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only plug I have. Is there might be a Driving Thoughts. What a great plug! There might be a thing. It might not. Anybody else? Anything to plug?
No.
Joel, no more streaming of Sekiro. You gave up on the Sekiro. That's a long maybe.
No.
I've beaten it like 4 times since you started the game.
Yeah, I know.
I'm almost done with it again. Actually, I started another one.
For what it's worth, this is the closest I've gotten to beating a Souls-like game.
I mean, you should go back to it. You can do it. I believe you beat Genichiro. If you can beat him, you can beat the whole game. You can do it.
Is that right?
Yep. If you can beat him, you can do the whole thing.
That's the big skill check.
That's it. If you can do it, you can do the whole thing.
All right.
It'll still be tough. It will still be tough.
Uh-huh.
But you can do it. So you should do it. Life goals. I got you to read Dune. I'll get you to play Sekiro. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our, third podcast on this movie. I don't know how we keep coming back to it, but I guess we do. So we'll see you the next time we do it, for whatever fucking reason that is. Bye.
Hearts out! We can end this!
Martha!